It's like you gotta have them be the protagonist.
I kind of wish that we included that a bit more of our discussion.
Well, we can keep talking about it.
All right.
Yeah, we're discussing Persona.
Yeah, we're discussing what we liked about the other...
games I haven't played.
What we liked about the Persona games and...
What we would do for something like, say, Persona 6.
Yeah, which one of them we were talking about was multiple Persona groups, which...
Similar to Strega.
Basically, yeah, a bunch of enemy Strega.
Also, I would like it if they're not necessarily evil, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just different.
Yeah, they're just different from you.
Oh.
But they're also violent.
Should
we talk?
Yeah, we can talk over it.
You're gonna cut it out anyway.
No, I'm not gonna cut this one. This isn't like a main cutscene.
Oh, remember, put your controllers down. Don't skip this. Asmodan's War Machine. It's
All right, we're done.
It's fucking what's his name? The guy from Marvel, War Machine.
Okay, so continuing onward, but yeah, like the one thing that I would really like would be something like Strega.
Which you'd like to see more.
Yeah, something like an opposing Persona group that's not necessarily evil, but just goes against what your group
just
is.
Different and violent enough for you to give you an excuse to fight them.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
And you guys run into them in the same dungeon, and it might even be the case where you reach the end of a dungeon, you're about to get into a boss fight,
and then they beat it for their...
They beat the boss, now you have to fight them, and it might be the case where you lose, where you actually have to take the loss.
It's a forced loss, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
So, I mean, yeah, something like that I find would be a lot more suitable, because that's not something that 4 or 5 really dealt with. They just had a solitary Persona antagonist, which you never really get to see until near the end of the game, really.
Yeah, spoiler and spoiler.
I'm not saying who they are.
This is Diablo Persona discussion spoiler, so...
as long as we don't say who they are, I think we're good.
Persona 4's been out for 10 years at this point.
Yeah, but Persona 5 I would rather not do.
That's true.
And also,
been out for a
also
while.
the Let's Play, in case someone wanted to see the Let's Play of Persona 4.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's just not say who they are, but just what we're trying to get across.
Oh, this is our objective, to defeat the evil.
Yeah.
So anyways, that's one of the things we were discussing. I was kind of...
What else would make it better? Oh, sex scenes.
No.
That's my vote. I don't know about you guys.
No.
I actually finished the
Okay.
social links with an actual finish.
An actual... Nice. An actual comment.
God damn it.
Just gonna cut that out.
No, I'm not gonna cut it out, but it's just one of those things where it's like, really?
I think
Just leave that to Catherine.
Yeah. Leave
one of the things I was talking about was I was kind of disappointed with the villains in Persona 5, and I'm not sure if any of you guys have played Persona 5. I don't know. How did you guys feel about the villains in Persona 5?
He's saying your opinions suck if you like.
Are you asking us or like asking the comments?
I mean, all of you guys, basically. So I'm saying basically...
So both.
I haven't played it, but I've seen him play through
basically,
it.
I think the villains were very one-dimensional, kind of cartoonish, and
Except for the other
something that
personas.
we've been expecting from this Persona for a while. Like you had some of the villains in Persona 2 were pretty complex. You had Ryoji and 3, and of course 4.
That bit's gonna be cut out.
Anyways,
because spoilers!
10-year-old game.
Still something that I Let's Played, so...
like a year ago.
Not even.
so anything else you guys want to talk about for Persona, like Persona titles? Or...
I mean, there was something that I brought up before that we could maybe talk into.
Female playable character in Romance and the Boys.
I mean, that's Persona 3 portable.
Which they haven't done since, which is strange. Do it, you cowards.
I mean,
I
they pretty much
bang
treat
the men.
They pretty much treat like the
no
Persona.
Gay
No,
romance.
we're gonna quote you on that. We're gonna quote.
I want to bang the men and the women as a girl. I want to do it. Then again, I don't know if they'd go full gay romance.
They probably.
Atlas has a very interesting track record when it comes to LGBT. It's very interesting to see compared to other stuff.
Oh, we need to kill these things.
Oh, fuck me. Oh, it has less health than everything.
Okay, so I'm not sure about because one of the other things I was mentioning was like
female playable character. I'm still all for.
Anything that they would add for something like Persona 5 Crimson, like an enhanced edition.
We're just calling it Crimson because
that's kind of the fan name for anything like that.
Well, the previous two were named for festivals, right? Persona 3 Festival and Golden
FES,
Week.
Portable, and then Golden.
I've also heard that
So
FES is short for everyone's souls, but
nice.
I've
is
heard
there
festival.
is there a red themed festival in 5?
Is there any major festival that follows Golden Week?
Valentine's Day.
Well, Golden Week's in May, so or wait, is it April?
It's May.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was mentioning like any additional things, and one thing that I brought up was having a new party member, because there was early concept art for one of the social links, or confidants.
You gonna name her?
Sure. Hifumi.
Or spoilers too.
I wouldn't think that would be a spoiler. So Hifumi was initially planned as a party member.
Oh fuck, look at
but
that. That's awesome.
But she was relegated to just a confidant.
That's a ballista, look at that.
She was relegated to a confidant due to
ballista?
time.
Is that what it's called?
No, it's called a ballista.
Ballista, whatever.
Ballista?
It's cool looking. Oh, I think we killed it.
We destroyed the trebuchet.
Oh, sweet. See, this is the battlefield that they were talking about that has a bunch of demons on it, and we're just you know,
we're
so back to my discussion.
Oh, follow the arrow on the map.
Yeah. So one thing that I was thinking of was maybe just retweak her story and then make her into a new party member.
Or at least a temporary one.
Overlord says temporary
because changing all of the cutscenes and in-game and anime cutscenes would probably be very difficult.
And you're dead.
Yes. So my idea was just have her be a temporary party member before she decides, this isn't really for me, and then quits. That'd be kind of interesting in and of itself, seeing a Phantom Thief who doesn't stay. Because they're like, I don't know, guys. I don't
just seemed weird to like.
I don't like being in mortal danger every other day.
How many companions are there?
Like 8? 9?
I'm pretty sure it's 8.
Because I'm trying to remember how many companions there were in 3. I think there were 10 in 3.
I think it ends up at 9 because story.
Well, yeah, but I mean at one point you do have 10 companions.
That is true.
There are 10 people in that.
And then there's a red jacket.
And then in 4 there was 8, right?
Yes.
I want to say
8. Are you counting the protagonist?
Ooh. Okay. Let's see.
There were 7 if you're not counting the protagonist.
I'm trying to think because you can have 3 entirely different sets of party members.
4
so you
boys,
have
3 girls.
So you have the 6 characters that you could potentially switch out. Treasure Goblin. You have your main protagonist, and then you also have Rise.
Which is so 7.
So yeah, including the main protagonist.
Persona
Guys,
5.
there's a Treasure Goblin over here. I need help.
Persona 5 has 8.
I can't see.
Sorry, dude. Persona 5 is 8. Temporarily 9. Persona 3, I don't really know.
Oh, we barely got him. Also, there's a lot of things here.
I don't know Persona 3 as well as the other ones.
Oh, it's a good thing I can slow down space and time.
Yeah. You can use it for combat and nothing else. I feel like using the world only for combat. Oh, wait.
Okay, so did you want to go over anything else?
Me?
Well, child, for...
Like for Persona 4, Persona 5 Crimson or something like that.
Either or.
Oh, God.
What would I like to see in like in a potential Persona title? Like, yeah, definitely seeing multiple Persona users would be really cool.
Multiple enemy Persona users.
Yeah, well, I mean, just that aren't your group, basically. Like, they can be kind of... I would assume they're more neutral towards you than anything else, and they won't fight you if you get in the way.
In that situation, would there be instances in which you team up in that case?
I would say that like when you realize that there's a greater evil or something like that, they'd be more willing to team up with you, and then
you can't make them too neutral because otherwise you wouldn't have any reason to fight them.
Well, it's more like you guys you're after the same thing, and neither one of you can have it at the same time. You know.
So it's almost like a same goal but different means of getting it.
Yeah. So, and they're not evil or anything like that. In fact, they might have very noble intentions or something like that.
You're both about to die, and Overlord, you're dead again.
I'm good at this game.
It's just that basically you're in the way of something that they want. That's kind of how it works.
We missed ball of snake.
It might be further ahead.
That one's just...
Oh, hey, you're back.
Yeah, me? Yeah.
It was weird.
Hypnosis Pride.
Everything was dark, and then there was a portal, and then I went into the portal.
And then I was in a closet.
Oh, I'm trapped in the closet.
Overlords in the closet.
As far as you know. Alright.
Then I pull out my gun.
Alright, well, there's a dungeon here. I'm pretty sure the other place that we saw was
Can we
where...
just not? Okay.
There's loot.
I was gonna ask if we couldn't because...
So yeah, I'm trying to think, what else would you see, like, in a potential, like... We'll say a Persona 6 in this case now.
Persona 6.
Polyamorous.
I really do like a lot of the gameplay changes that they made in 5. It's definitely much more...
I would like it if they kept having, like, each social link or confidant to have an individual effect.
Yeah.
Because that was something that they began to introduce in Persona 4, but it was just with the party members.
Yeah, that's
and then in 5 they kind of went...
They gave it to everyone. It was like the next logical step up.
Yeah. Which was really,
yeah, that seemed kind of
cool.
Which
was
really also cool. 5 had all of those like side quests in the big area.
I wasn't a fan of how Persona 5 did quests.
Really?
Because all of Persona 5's quest was going into Mementos and fighting some guy.
Mementos wasn't it more like varied than the other ones?
No,
it was
really?
Because
it was
in Persona 3
Tartarus.
you had... I mean, that's what Mementos was. It was basically Tartarus. But I'm talking about just quests in general, because in Persona 3, you had a ton of different types of quests that you needed to do for Elizabeth. In Persona 4, you had a lot of variety in quests as well. Part of it was going into TV World and fighting a certain enemy
so you could
type,
get
so you could get a specific item.
Yeah.
But there were other things that you could do exclusively in the main world, like just talking to various NPCs, getting a specific item, going with certain answer dialogue in the case of Riddle Senpai.
Oh yeah.
So there was a lot of different variety in quests, which that was something that was missing in Persona 5. Every single quest was just go to Mementos and fight something, and that was it.
That's too bad.
So that's something that I would like to see.
Yeah, so maybe like more quests.
More quest variety.
Yeah, and that's wouldn't just end with you just fighting some dude or something like that. Like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, like there was a dialogue and you know.
But the main thing in Persona is always fighting some dude.
Let's see, what else? I mean, there are just some things that you really can't change much with Persona, because you're going to be... Because it's pretty much just a staple at this point that you're a second-year transfer student, and then shenanigans
Make
happen.
it third year next time, why not?
Well, actually, that does remind me, there would be one thing that I would like. Have party members from all 3 years of high school.
Oh.
Because in 3 and 5, they're either your year or a year above you, and then 4, it's either your year or a year behind you.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
There's never a case in which it's all 3 years of high school. 3 came the closest with Ken, but Ken's in junior high, so that doesn't count.
Yeah, that'd be kind of interesting. Mix that
So that would be interesting.
Yeah. What about potential locations? I mean,
California.
sure.
No, it's gonna be Japan.
Yeah, it would have to be.
It has to be
Japan.
Japan.
It have to be Japan.
Osaka.
One thing that I would be wondering, would it be something in the countryside
3
or...
and 4 were fictional.
Yeah, 3 and 4 were both fictional, and 5 takes place in Tokyo.
Did you like it better when it was a countryside or like a city like 3 and 4?
I don't think they
I feel like having a big city seems kind of more. You can have more stuff in it.
5 was interesting because there was a lot of places, but not really a whole lot to do. But then again, like 3, there was like Iwatodai Station. There was like almost nothing to do there.
Yeah,
there was no social links that you could do there.
Iwatodai Station.
That's where like the movie theater was.
Most of the time, you wouldn't even go to the movie theater, so it's just
that was it was just for plot related stuff.
And occasionally a quest. So it was just like you have this location, this major location that you rarely went to.
Yeah, it's this way.
Okay.
So yeah, I mean, I did kind of like how Persona 4 did it, where each location had some meaningful purpose. Like, the only one that didn't really have anything was just the specific spot for the Dojima residence, but you kind of have to have something like that.
Yeah. Welcome home, big bro.
Thanks, Nanako.
And who was it in Persona 5 that was it just, what's his name, saying welcome back?
No, Sojiro never did anything. It was like, oh, you're back.
Oh, you're back.
Does Futaba eventually...
No, because Futaba is not in...
I thought she was...
Yeah, she lives in Sojiro's house, right? So it's
Yeah.
just like,
Yeah, she visits LeBlanc often, but she's never there when you come home.
Get her out of the show.
what other stuff?
Persona 6, more Sojiro. Fuck yeah. Sojiro's awesome.
More tragic sun social links. How about that?
Sojiro's sweet.
More tear-jerking sun social links. How about that?
Sun social links?
Persona 3 Sun social link is probably one of the saddest.
Which one is?
It's probably the
is
saddest.
Akinari, that was Akinari.
It's probably the saddest social link.
Who was Aki? Was that the guy who was dying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has like a genetic.
Yeah, he has a
disorder or something?
Yeah, he has a life-threatening genetic disease.
It's like Huntington's or Parkinson's or something.
Yeah, something along the lines of Huntington's cancer, like a degenerative disease.
Yeah.
That sounds like Huntington's, yeah. Oh, also, and it's also genetic, but also
or like Lou Gehrig.
Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
ALS. There's a fucking funny video I saw. He's like,
I like how we're talking about these tragic diseases.
No, but
you're just like I saw this funny video once.
Yeah, because this guy's like, your mom. It's like so in this like would you rather? It's like, so your mom has Lou Gehrig's disease, like has ALS, also known as Lou Gehrig's disease, and Lou Gehrig's disease is a disease where you turn into a vegetable and slowly die. This is how he says it. It's very funny. Ooh, a Kachechara. But yeah, so the Sun's social links are always tragic.
The 1 and 3, well, they're sad, I would say. The one in
Oh, jeez, you both just died instantly.
Good.
Wait,
press
how's
triangle.
I am trying to stay alive.
We'll be there shortly.
I hope you guys are.
Okay, here I am. But yeah, so who was the Sun Sojiro?
No, Sojiro was Hierophant.
Is there a
in 4
method?
it was Yumi or Ayane, which Yumi's was a little bit tragic. Ayane's not at all.
Is the Sun like?
I might die.
Is there a method of choosing these? Like, is there a theme throughout every game of these social?
The person themselves kind of represents the
very loose theme.
Like what's the Sun? What does that mean?
You mean like in terms of the tarot cards?
Yeah.
I can't remember actually.
I mean, I'm assuming they all mean something like although
Well,
the devil is the reporter.
Like usually, Hierophant is usually like some. Like
well, devil
older...
is like a tempter because in 3 it was Tanaka, 4 it was the nurse.
Oh, there. That's one thing I want to see.
Devil.
That's one thing I want to see in the next game. Have the world.
As a social link?
Fuck yeah.
Well, usually you get that as
the world is like the end.
That's usually there to you get that to defeat like the big bad.
Because that's what the world represents. It's the end of the journey, and the fool's the beginning of the journey.
It's like the full actualization of the potential that you had.
But yeah, I'm trying to think with Sun, because Sun was Torinosuke, Yoshida. It was the politician.
Oh yeah.
Which wasn't really that sad.
It wasn't sad in the slightest.
Yeah. I mean, it actually turned out pretty well. You didn't really get like those tragic kind of social links in 5, which I guess makes sense considering the theme. You know what I mean? Like in 3, it makes sense that you have these
because
these
the main
social links
theme is death.
That deal with death. Yeah, and like trying to find meaning in life.
The sad one is probably Futaba, right?
Kind of.
The most sad.
Kind of, because of what Futaba goes through in that social link. Like, part of what it is a little bit of depression whenever, like, you have to head into Mementos to finish the social link.
Yeah.
So there's usually some issue to overcome, but I wouldn't necessarily say that a lot of those are sad. It's just kind of what you do normally, but on a smaller scale, because the guys are in Mementos. Because you have Kawakamis, you have Ifumis, you have, Futaba and Sojiro. Like, they're all kind of similar to what you do normally, but on a smaller scale. I think we need to head back over to that bridge area.
Yeah, but we still need to destroy the last boss.
I think that's over in that bridge area.
But we couldn't get past it.
Could we?
No.
I thought we didn't try.
No, we tried. Go. Get past it.
Ah, you're right. All right.
Yeah, I'm right, bitch.
Yeah. All right.
Bitch.
Later.
Yeah, there's a game to play. Dark Souls. Dark Souls would be fucking absurd.
So I'm trying to think of like what else we could potentially do for. No, for like ideas for another Persona game. Let's just keep this train going for this episode.
This is a long ass train. It's a train full of long.
Obviously, more Personas would be really cool.
Ooh, what Pantheon? Norse?
Norse, they haven't tried yet. That would actually be really cool.
Odin, Kratos.
Like, it could be like Norse, but it could also be like,
Kratos, fuck yeah.
or maybe even like Celtic mythology, maybe. That would be really
Celtic
cool.
would be kind of interesting. What are some other Pantheons?
Well, I'm trying to think of like what would be part of the Celtic, because the only one I really know is Cuchulainn.
Yeah,
When are we going?
Cuchulainn?
Next,
okay,
next
never-
Pantheon, the Bible. You have Jesus,
that was-
Saul.
You have Messiah
They would have
already.
You have Paul.
But then again, like, you've had Susanoo multiple times, so that hasn't really stopped it. You've had Hermes in multiple forms
You have
as well.
Jesus. You have
Well, you already
Noah.
had Messiah with Persona 3.
Noah
Yeah, you have
and
Susanoo
Moses.
twice. You have Hermes a couple times. You basically have Hermes, Trismegistus, which is also Hermes. You have Mercutius, who is also Hermes.
Now we can go back to the bridge.
I'm trying to think of other mythologies. There's Chinese mythology as well.
That could be
Hindu mythology?
Judaism. That'd be just more Jesus.
I guess they could do like maybe like Semitic folklore or something like that. Or I guess one could be like the religion that had like Baal and Tanit in it. So
The thrill of battle, dude. You're not even an angel anymore.
Well, I think he joins us now.
also the thing is you could have like the
Can
competing...
your game pick that up?
What Tyrael was saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was gonna say I can't hear it.
That's the point.
Soon they will wipe your pathetic keep from existence. Just stop
Oh,
taunting
really?
us.
Well, guess what I can do? This! Damn, that usually works.
Brave. The words are all... Yeah, that's true.
I think I may have accidentally skipped it.
Here's the thing, if they're gonna put in like multiple Persona groups for the next games, they should each have their own different theme or mythology.
Instead
That
of
could
just
be
one big one.
That could be kind of interesting.
Instead of one big theme that encompasses everyone, have different
Greek
themes.
versus Norse. Fight.
Yeah, that could be cool.
What is this, God of War again?
Fuck yeah. You should LP God. You should LP the new God of War game.
Come here, boy.
No, because you might like it because it's like a story.
Yeah, but would you need to play the other God of War games to really understand what's going on?
Not really.
Isn't it kind of a reboot as well?
Kinda. All you need to know is that Kratos did fucked up shit and then he left Greece. He destroyed Greece and then he just kind of left.
Isn't that the end of God of War 3?
Yes. And then he...
I'm just picturing like Greece in flames and then Kratos just standing up
Wait,
in
so
the
they monsters
distance like
attacking
with
the
both
tower.
middle
Wait,
fingers
what?
up.
That's kind of what he did.
I think we need to head back.
Also, well, the thing is, you could probably LP the original God of War games because, one, I think they're all for God of War. I think they're all for PS3. But two, they're all like maybe 10 hours long. Like, you could get through them fairly quickly.
No, its length is not what I'm concerned with.
What are you concerned with?
I mean, just the content of it.
Yeah, true. But, I mean, the new God of War doesn't have the crudeness of the old ones. But you could, yeah, you could. I think you don't necessarily have to play it. Like, you know some shit happened and it was bad, but really, I mean, they're in a whole new area with new characters. I think maybe one character from the previous games returned, but even then it's for like 2 scenes. And it's kind of
Oh, shoot.
so you don't necessarily.
You also died again.
You don't necessarily.
Overlord, you died again.
I know. I'm right about that. Except for maybe one part where Kratos. Did I spoil it for you? Do you care?
I don't care, but...
Do you care? Damn it,
No,
child. Do you care?
I don't care. No.
There's one part where Kratos gets his old Blades of Chaos back, and you can have those. I didn't think they'd bring those back because I didn't know how those would work with like a close third-person perspective, but they do. But
Wait,
yeah,
what the...
You know Kratos' weapons. You know Kratos' weapons, right?
What just happened to that guy?
I think he died.
Yeah. I think he was cursed.
Yeah.
Okay, so, back to Persona.
Kratos, the
So, other types of mythologies, then.
We could also have Egyptian mythology. They haven't tried
Egyptian.
that.
We haven't done Egyptian.
But there's one issue in the sense that if you are going to have multiple mythologies, that will limit the kind of personas that you're able to use. Because it'd be weird. It's like, let's say you're going.
Well, I mean, you've had different types of personas that were available in one game but not another. Like, you have.
But I mean, like, if you're gonna have even more personas and of different mythologies, that's gonna limit the amount of personas.
Not by a whole lot, because it's just only a couple that would be limited. Because I mean, you could summon Susano in Persona 3, but you obviously can't do that for 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I want to say that Amaterasu is in 3 and... maybe not 3, but I'm pretty sure in 5, maybe?
Yeah.
I know she's available in,
Also,
like, other Shin Megami Tensei
The thing is,
games.
you could bring in, like, historical figures.
But I mean, the one that I absolutely know that... because wouldn't be available in 3, but I know is available in both 4 and 5 is Isis.
Oh, imagine this.
The
Like,
Egyptian goddess.
I know.
Imagine this is like a Persona user group, Alice in Wonderland. Like all their personas are based on.
Ooh.
Interesting.
So then,
And
so
they're
someone
like,
be
they
Alice.
could be like,
Fan-
they could be like insane. or
Fantasy
something like that.
literature.
That
Honestly,
would be interesting because
I mean,
of the
obviously
way
that wouldn't work for main characters because you know that.
No, but that would actually be interesting because Persona 5 had things that weren't strictly a certain mythology. It was just a certain theme. So that could be another way that they could get around something like that.
Yeah.
Would be that
just bring in literary figures because it also works within the context.
Yeah,
of
and
Jungian
because like
psychology
5 was
as well.
literary tricksters for the most part, right?
Yeah. So maybe you're thinking like something like stories where like features of insanity or something like that.
Cthulhu gods.
That could actually work.
Well, I mean,
Like,
we
you could-
had that.
I mean, you could have that for like maybe a very like evil sort of group or something like that. I don't know.
Child, would you want them to bring back Nyarlathotep and Kilowan?
That would actually, for Persona, I mean, that would actually kind of work in the context of what Persona 1 and Persona 2 was, because there were multiple Persona users in those games who just made, who just played Persona, which is like this rumor.
That's a dead end.
Like a rumor game.
Do we want to check the stuff we got? Because it's been a while.
Yeah, I'll check
okay.
my stuff.
Alright. Oh, jeez,
wow,
we got
I
a lot. Oh.
War Harbinger.
101. Cold damage. I really like the Ancient Bone Saber. That one's.
But the War Harbinger's so good.
I know.
Bone Saber's gonna bone you.
Oh, Demolisher's Havoc is even better.
Wait, which one?
The one on the top. Hit square? No, on the thing. On Demolisher's Havoc. 219 strength plus lightning damage. Gain 18 life per round
Oh, and
spent.
it's the same damage too. Yep, let's go. Ooh, it's shiny.
If it's shiny, that means it's good.
Clenched Deed. Jeez.
Ooh, boots.
I think I saw a good one.
Sinister.
It was boots.
Yeah.
For boots?
Yeah. You had some really good boots.
Okay. Ramble Lux. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
lot better.
Well, don't go out of order because you're not going to remember which ones you've already checked out.
Yeah, okay, so...
So, chest piece. Hero Harvest.
No.
Mm,
That's the one. That's the one you traded out for this.
Was
yeah.
it?
Oh,
I
yeah,
think so.
it was, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Daring or Raging Deceit.
Ooh, that one's pretty
Ooh,
good.
see how it looks.
Eh.
Fuck yeah! Look at that.
And
Ooh.
You are a true warrior of the light. Wearing that,
I look like a cultist or something like that.
you look like a demon.
Yeah. He's got
Again.
demons?
True
Cool.
warrior of light.
Dire Levy.
No strength.
A levy.
Damnation Stand.
That's
it's a JoJo
That's
reference.
better. It's better. It's better.
If there's a song called Damnation, it
Doombreaker.
could
That's
literally-
so now we've all officially replaced our initial rings.
Yeah, it's about to.
Okay, and
only took till Act 3.
Yeah, and I think that's basically it. These
All right.
pants are not that good.
so go to skills. Yeah, it only took us halfway through the game to get rid of the ring that we got at the very beginning.
We were truly
Smite.
You got a rune for it.
the true Blizzard
Increase
ring was the
the number of
friends.
additional enemies
Yeah,
hit.
that sounds good. We fight a ton of enemies anyway.
We can end the game saying, "I think the true band's name was the friends we made along the way."
No.
It's a terrible band name.
Divine Aegis.
When the shield hits an enemy, your armor and life regeneration increase first. Yeah, sure.
And what's... Okay, one for Judgment and one for Consecration.
I don't think we
Increase
have-
duration of the Immobilized.
I don't think we have made that many friends in this game.
Aegis Purgatory. A lot of Aegises.
The edge of the consecrated ground is
think it's
surrounded by a
pronounced
sacred
Aegis.
It's
shield.
Aegis.
Yes.
It is actually referred to as Aegis. Aegis is just how it's pronounced in Japan.
We've been pronouncing it wrong this whole time.
Heck, if you look at Aegis's actual Japanese name, it is actually just Aegis. But how Japan pronunciation is, it's pronounced as Aegis.
One thing I would like to see.
There's no like Jace. Well, actually, there is a
Actually,
Jace.
wait a minute.
One thing I would like to see.
It'd be weird if it was pronounced that way.
One thing I would like to see in Persona 4 is having the characters' names pronounced consistently. How many different ways do they say Anne's last name? Takamaki.
I'm pretty sure they actually do keep it consistent as Takamaki. I don't think I've heard them say Takamaki.
I think Ryuji pronounces it differently than other people or something.
No, I'm pretty sure people refer to it as Takamaki.
Sakamoto,
but the actual
Sakamoto.
Same thing. I think that's just how people pronounce it as opposed to the characters. I'm pretty sure the characters are consistent in their pronunciations. Damn!
Maestro stand. A lot of stands are coming across.
It's on fire.
It's on fire.
It's Magician's Red. I gotta show you guys some.
Ooh,
I gotta show you guys some JoJo clips. Are great.
I hope I didn't get.
It's getting pretty warm in here. Anybody else feeling a little?
I felt warm this entire fucking time.
It's a good hat, but not as good as that.
It's a good hat, but not the best hat.
It is a good hat.
I only accept the best hats.
Only the best.
Shredding ring?
Shrewd Lantern.
Did that say fucking shredding ring?
Yes,
really?
it did.
Is that a put on wedding ring, or was that unintentional?
I'm pretty sure that was unintentional.
God damn it, Blizzard. I hate you so much.
Slightly more attack speed.
You guys gonna be playing the new World of Warcraft expansion like I will?
No.
Oh.
Probably not. I don't have World of Warcraft.
I do. I caved, and I was like, I caved because we had a friend that played it, and I was like, I want to try it out. And I tried it out, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. I like being a Death Knight. I can raise the dead.
And I already bought the expansion with an Amazon gift card. Too late.
No, I mean, I choose my Amazon purchases wisely. In that whenever someone gets me an Amazon gift card, I'm like, well, I guess I'm getting a video game. I just gotta make sure it has a Steam code.
I'm just seeing if there's anything new that I care for. And I'm not seeing anything. Alright.
Oh, my turn?
Yep.
Mother of goodness gracious.
And you got rid of it.
A bunch of one-handeds that are really good.
Screaming Sentry.
What the fuck? Why are these all so good?
They might have dexterity. Because that one definitely does.
Okay, I guess we're going fucking two-handed now.
Now, your Sin Seekers are better in this case.
What?
Your Sin Seekers are better.
Well, I need to... Well, wait.
Check your other stuff.
I'm so confused. Okay, but...
Because of its high dexterity, it greatly increases your attack power, but because... I think because when you dual wield, it takes a fraction of the actual stats.
But I want to dual wield. Oh,
but no,
okay,
your Sin Seekers are so much better.
Fine.
So
terrible.
Now,
maybe better.
Solar Sagacity.
It's Solar Sagacity.
Whatever.
That probably isn't a real word.
No, it's a real word.
Lurker
real
Malediction.
I like the word malediction.
Commander Sentry. Ooh. That's a lot of life, and you have been dying a lot.
I like the
Plus
life.
rapid fire damage, which you also use.
That's a lot of
I
life.
like the life
You've been
per
dying a lot.
second. But yeah, let's do it. Oh, yeah.
Necklace. Hypnosis Pride.
Yeah.
The Orb of Confusion.
Yeah.
Fucking SpongeBob.
Okay. Boots. Nope. Nope. And nope. Okay.
I need to level up.
Right.
Patience is a virtue.
Well, we're over time.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are.
Your time
any final,
is as much as you want
we need
it
to talk
be.
about for what we would want from the next Persona game.
No, I want to keep my fucking board. My boy. No, wait. Instantly gain hatred. That's what I actually need, so that's why I have the bat.
Increase
I
hatred
remembered why.
regeneration.
Sentry, which...
I'm trying to think like what else it would be. I mean, in terms of like plot stuff, I'll just
wait a
leave
minute.
that to Atlas.
What's the last... What are the last
boar, a ferret, and a wolf.
A ferret? Really? Okay. I don't. No, god damn it. I don't want Spike Trap. I want the Sentry. It was good.
Okay, but yeah, would you have anything in terms of like plot stuff, child, or would you just leave that to Atlas's?
Theme or something like that?
Either theme or like certain things that they could do.
I really like Persona 3's theme. I think it probably was the best of all the Persona games. I think.
What do you mean theme? Like
the
theme
whole like the idea of
death
of like
Memento Mori or
basically trying to live in the face of death, basically, or like
wait a minute.
Realization that you're gonna
wait a minute. Sorry, I changed my attack to something I did not want. That was my mistake.
Rain of Vengeance. Or Cluster Arrow.
No,
Or do you want to spin?
No, wait. R2.
I really
okay,
liked
never mind.
how like dark Persona 3 was. I think like it kind of disappointed me.
How fatalistic it was.
Not really fatalistic, but
guys, don't go on ahead. Whatever. Kill these things and then we'll call it a day. So anyway, continue.
But anyways, I would have preferred one of the things that kind of disappointed me about 5 was that it wasn't as dark as I kind of wanted it to be. So.
Okay, don't go on ahead.
So I would want a darker Persona 3 that kind of dealt with a heavier theme because they've shown that they can be able to handle those themes really well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want another serial killer.
Alright, I think we're good to call it a day. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode of Persona 4.
This retrospective episode of Persona.
Until next time, everyone, take care.
Next time we're going to talk about...
murder!
Yay!
Sure, we'll talk about murder.